The United Nations has ordered its entire non-essential staff to leave the Darfur region of Sudan. The decision was taken hours after the chief prosecutor at the International Criminal Court presented his case to try Sudan's president for war crimes.
I just submit an application requesting to issue an arrest warrant against Omar Hassan Ahmad al-Bashir for genocide, crimes against humanity and war crimes.
The UN fears reprisal attacks against its workers and in particular its joint peacekeeping force with the African Union. 7 peacekeepers were killed and 22 wounded in a recent attack in Darfur. Some in the international community are warning the action in the International Criminal Court will lead to increased strife for the people of Sudan in general and Darfur in particular. As the civil war rages on there, around 250,000 people have been killed and more than 2 million made homeless. Stories of rape, looting and other crimes abound. Locals say the attacks are carried out both by troops backed by central government and by rebel forces. While President al-Bashir has largely remained silent on the charges levelled against him, others are speaking out on his behalf.
Sudan unequivocally rejects all the accusations and calls for domestic unity.
All Sudanese people and Sudanese women stand together against the unfair indictment. We disagree with the order taken by the ICC and we will overturn the table in the face of the ICC. We will show them that the people are stronger than them and the people are stronger than the government and President Bashir represents the Sudanese people.
The United Nations is not only concerned about what's happening in Darfur, but also in the south of the country. A peace agreement between the Southerners and the central government in Khartoum hangs by a thread, with sporadic fighting breaking out. The UN is urging al-Bashir to make a clear division between the ICC allegations and events in the south.
As far as we are concerned, that the mandate, especially of the UN mission in Sudan that works in the south, has nothing to do with that indictment. The organization is distinct and separate from the ICC. In the best case scenario, of course, reality is usually frustrates your best case scenarios, but best case scenario there should not be any negative impact.
Sudan's government has now embarked on an emergency shuttle diplomacy mission trying to persuade the African Union, Arab League and UN Security Council to block the ICC action. The most al-Bashir can hope for is a postponement of the formal inquiry. And his people, well, they seem set to lose out no matter what happens on the international scene.